Fresh off an epic Abu Dhabi Masters, we got more craziness ahead with the heat turned up for the regular season finale in Mexico City. Of course, one of our favorite World Tour destinations. There's much more than bragging rights on the line at the 7th Masters of the season, too, with spots up for grabs for the World Tour's biggest prize, the Jeddah final next month. We sit down with new Team USA member Trey Bardsley, who opens up about New Kids on the Block Omaha 3-ball's debut success. Prague Masters MVP Nemanja Draskovic breathed fire in the Czech Republic and reminisces on Jeddah's historic first ever Masters triumph. And high flyer Tyler Currie discusses his rise into social media stardom and why his jaw-dropping dunks have gone viral. Plus, you know you gotta stay tuned to the end of the magazine for another exciting top 5 plays of the tournament. 2021 is the year of the 21-point game, so you know what I'm about to say. It's quick, it's epic, and now it's Olympic. And that's it from Abu Dhabi. Lalise, as the Latvians take it from the Serbs and get some payback from the Debrecen Masters. After a breather, the World Tour resumed in Abu Dhabi, an iconic 3x3 destination. And some normality was restored with a reloaded Riga winning their first Masters of the season with a tight victory over #1 ranked U. Carlos Lasmanis, aka Batman, returned as the greatest superhero of them all to claim MVP as Riga, who boasted 4 Olympic gold medalists, became the 5th champions of an incredibly even World Tour season. Can Riga go back-to-back in Mexico City? They'll be in a fight because the field is absolutely loaded, with 3x3 power Lehman hungry for their first Masters win of the year. The draw also includes surprise 2021 Masters champs Jeddah and San Juan PCI Group, who will both be out to prove their wins were no fluke. So who you got in Mexico City? We about to find out. Vamos! Listen, my voice is still shook after a crazy day one, where Mexico City was flooded with Tissot Buzzerbeaters. We're talking about 4 in just one day. There was more drama than an episode of Succession, but the main contenders were left standing. Only just. After taking the crown in Abu Dhabi, top seed Riga came in with more swag than the baby, but fell flat against a pumped-up Ulaanbaatar MMC Energy squad from Mongolia. Having come through the qualifying draw, the Latvians might have been tired, but they still appeared to have escaped with a W. That was until Singunbayar Goto went bang to level up the score before Delgaryan Davasambu flexed like Canelo Alvarez in a major upset. Fans of San Juan PCI Group must not have had any fingernails left because the Lausanne Masters champs love close games. Fortunately, these Puerto Ricans have nerves of steel as they pulled out 2 Tissot buzzer beaters on the opening day. First up, they beat former Masters champs and qualifier Shake Gubale when speedy Jorge Matos blew past the D for the dub. They then withstood a strong challenge from new sensation Omaha 3-ball, who flew across the border with high expectations. But Lausanne Masters MVP, Angel Matias, had his wings clipped on to once again prove he's all cash in money time. And he sure knows how to celebrate, don't he? It's adios for the Americans.
First, I gotta thank God for giving me the strength for me and my teammates to do what we love, to compete every second, and all the glory to God.
The only other undefeated team was Lausanne Sport, who were hotter than jalapenos to down Prague Masters champs Jeddah. Christoph Varidel was the Swiss master with a game-high 11 points, and he landed the killer blow like he was in Squid Games or something.
That was the only goal for today, and we needed those 2 wins. We need to get at least 6th, 5th place. That's a great team victory. Yeah, I'm happy.
There were more superheroes on day one than Venom. Let there be carnage. And I just have to give a final shout out to Gagarin, who upset number 2 seed Lehman. The Russians, with 3 Olympic silver medalists, needed a win to have a chance to reach the final, and they made a big statement with a 22-19 success to reach the quarters. Powerhouses Riga and Lehman made it through despite losses, and so did Shake Gubale and Jeddah. Number 9 seed Runa from Russia with a surprise packet after knocking out Ulaanbaatar MMC Energy. Newcomers Omaha 3-ball have emerged on the World Tour this year, boasting exciting talents, including Trey Bardsley, a.k.a. Trigger Trey, who has had a love for hoops from a young age.
I picked up a basketball when I was real young. I immediately loved it just because it was something I could do by myself. You know, with some of the other sports, you almost need a partner or someone to play it with. So basketball, I could be out on my driveway and shoot hoops and practice dribbling, and just really fell in love with it.
The 28-year-old stole the show at the Red Bull USA Basketball 3x Nationals earlier this year with an MVP performance as Omaha 3-ball stunned American powerhouse New York Harlem and Princeton to win the title.
Playing at U.S. Nationals this past summer was an incredible experience. This was something our team was leading up to from the summer before, after qualifying for it. We knew the top teams in the U.S. were going to be there, so Princeton and New York Harlem. We had Princeton in our pool play, and we knew going in that was going to be a real tough one. We beat them going in that pool play game in the tournament. We ended up playing them again, and they was super tough, super competitive game, and we came out with a win. And then the finals against New York Harlem was extremely tough. You know, they're a great team. They play well together, and we just got a stop right at the end, and I was able to hit a floater to win it. So it was an incredible feeling.
Proven 3x3 is a game for all styles. Omaha 3-ball has preferred utilizing a small ball lineup led by the 5'11" Bardsley.
You know, my 3-ball Omaha teams, our style, it might be a little different. We play maybe some smaller guards compared to a lot of other teams, maybe play bigger. So we're more guard oriented, and we take what we can get, try and work our mismatches. And I think our chemistry, we're really trying to work on that and find ways to score and find ways to defend.
A computer science and PE teacher, Bardsley has naturally passed on his love for 3x3 to his students with the 21-point game, the ideal launch pad for kids to get into hoops.
I teach at a middle school, high school, so I have a variety of middle school kids and high school kids. I do a combination of computer science classes and physical education. The kids really do enjoy 3x3. They love having an open court and being able to showcase their skills a little more. They get more reps at the ball, touching the ball more, and more involved in all the actions. 3x3 is actually more beneficial than 5-on-5 for younger kids. I think when you immediately throw young kids in 5-on-5, it's easy for them to blend in and not have to work on their skills as much. When you put the 3x3, you'll see their skills. They have to be more involved in the game. And that's what, at my school, we do the 3x3 style and live out of the rim. As soon as it goes in, you just take it back behind the three-point line and keep going. So my experience with 3x3 has actually spurred a lot of my coaching styles towards young kids.
Here's a look at your quarterfinal bracket, which features the top 7 seeds along with number 9 seed Runa from Russia. Now, after yesterday's insanity, was day 2 gonna be just as lit? You better believe it. The best game of the quarters featured you-know-who, San Juan PCI Group. These dudes must think it's still Halloween because they keep on scaring their fans. This was close again, with underdog Runa's teamwork tasted in tacos. But the Puerto Ricans have reset the clock in 2021, with Luis Pelacoco Hernandez celebrating his World Tour return with one of the nastiest blocks of the season.
He just deflated his Wilson.
Speedy TJ Fernandez gave him breathing room as the Russians went cold down the stretch. San Juan's comeback season continues as they reach the semis.
We saw them play yesterday, and they play really good, and they play really physical. That's the same thing we do. We know it was going to be a tough game.
Full strength number 2 seed Lehman had one last chance at a Masters dub in 2021. Prague Masters champs Jeddah stood in their way. Prize recruit Ovidijs Veranauskas danced like he was in salsa class or something, and the number 5 seed pulled ahead. Under pressure, Lehman went to a reliable source, and Mihailo Vasic was a beast down low as the Serbs gained momentum. But they melted in Mexico City as a sizzling Veranauskas powered an 8-2 run to close out Jeddah's upset. The lethal Lithuanian finished with 11 points, while powerhouse Lehman incredibly go through 2021 without a Masters victory.
We play a lot of times against them, so I think they're a good matchup for our team.
Top seed Riga overcame Shake Gubale to set up a blockbuster clash with Gagarin, who ended Lausanne Sports' strong run. 2021 surprise pack at San Juan PCI Group and Jeddah meet in yet another semifinal. The omens look good for the Puerto Ricans, with sharpshooter TJ Fernandez dominating the Wilson Shootout contest to take home the $500. The first semifinal between Riga and Gagarin featured dudes with more medals than Magneto. The number 1 seed had 4 Olympic gold medalists, while the Russians had 3 silver medalists and were aiming to reach their first ever Masters final since Prague in 2018. Young gun Alexander Zverev and Carlos Lasmanis, aka Batman, went mano a mano as the temperature soared in Mexico City. Even when he was denied, Zverev came back for seconds. In a dogfight, the Latvians turned to their superheroes, and Lasmanis and Norris Miezes answered the call to inch Riga closer. It was time for Batman to finish it, and he did so like a contortionist to cap a monster 11-point performance. Riga are through to another final.
Who would you like to play in the final?
We don't care.
Jeddah and San Juan PCI Group have proven their Masters wins were no flukes, but they were hungry for more. The Puerto Ricans didn't want to cause their fans health problems this time around, and they started fast, with TJ Fernandez turning it to Speedy Gonzalez for the and one. And with Angel Matias on target, San Juan were headed for an easy dub. Not so fast though, because Nemanja Draskovic went bang bang to get the Saudi Arabians back in it. But San Juan scored the last 6 points of the game, with Jorge Matos smelling his own blood from a little cut above his eye as the number 6 seed win well before the limit to book their spot in the final.
I gotta tell my Latin people, my people from Mexico, they're really giving us that feeling home, you know, and we really appreciate that.
Nemanja Draskovic breathed fire during an MVP performance in Prague to lead Jeddah to an historic Masters title. The 8th seed shocked the field to become the first Saudi Arabian team to ever win on the World Tour.
I feel very good on the court, especially with my teammates. We get some other dimensions in our game, so I had a lot of open shots and everything, so I felt very comfortable on the court. So result was, at the end very nice. I had a very good performance. First of all, the most important was, team success, that we won that tournament, but MVP award is also very good. So if you ask me if I can choose to be winner and MVP, I will say yes, I will choose that.
New look Jeddah have gone up a level in 2021 with the additions of Lausanne Masters 2015 MVP Ovidijs Veranauskas, who has fitted in seamlessly with the 1-2 punch of Draskovic and Kevin Koor.
For me, it's very easy to follow them, especially, on the court, they're always playing with 150%. They're bringing great energy, so you can see how Kevin is power under the basket. And now, I already said we get new dimensions with Veranauskas. He's true competitor. He's bringing, great energy. He's always 100% focused on the court. So it's very easy, when you have good players around you, it's easy to play, it's easy to perform good.
The diverse locations on the World Tour throws up a different challenge, including tough conditions in Mexico City. But as steely Jeddah, they refuse to make excuses.
It's extremely hard because I heard from my teammate Dan Walker, he played here 2 or 3 years before he won the tournament, and he told me, you will see it's extremely hard. I said, okay, but now when we came here, I felt it's really hard because it's 2,200 meters above the sea level and conditions are really hard, but you cannot make excuses, it's for everybody.
Now it's time for everybody's favorite segment, the dunk contest. And let me tell you, the hype was in overdrive with newcomers showing off their talents and vertical. Social media sensation Tyler Currie and Brandon B. Ruffin, both from the USA by way of Cali. It was a 2-horse race, but these two dudes weren't warming up in round 1, let me tell you. Ruffin's sick reverse dunk over Currie stole the show and gave him the momentum heading into the final. Ruffin elevated his game on the big stage and earned a perfect score with a jaw-dropping between-the-legs dunk over Currie.
This dude is out of this world. We might need to put him on the Toon Squad. High riser, getting higher than a hippie. OMG. Oh my goodness, he leaned into that.
The pressure was on Currie, and he brought the flavor with an off-the-bounce 360 windmill that received straight 10s.
Oh, yes, sir. Oh, yes, sir. He said, give me my 10-piece.
This contest between the Cali boys was getting loco, and B-Ruff went rider like JR. See what I did there? He raised the volume with a dunk that was louder than DMX. Oh, my dogs! R.I.P. to the legend. A near-perfect score put him a step closer to the title, forcing Currie to tap into his deep bag. A one-handed throwdown off the bounce while finding time to touch his knee? Now that would normally do the trick, but in this instant classic, straight 9s was not gonna be enough. Not when Ruffin can dunk like he's jumping off a trampoline. And he finished arguably the best dunk contest of the season with an insane reverse over Currie to win the title and the 3 Gs.
When it comes to this crowd, I love them. They're very energetic. So no matter what they do, whether it be good or bad, you're going to feel the energy. But when it comes to CDMX, it's always positive vibes, so I love it here, man.
Brandon Ruffin, a.k.a. B-Ruff. Remember the name. In a rematch of a major upset at the Lausanne Masters quarters, Riga were aiming to get revenge on a rejuvenated San Juan PCI group and go back-to-back to close out the regular season. There was a storm brewing in Mexico City, though, and Hurricane Norris made it pour. It was 9-1 quicker than down in a tequila shot, but Angel Matias is a miracle worker, and he inspired a 6-1 run to get San Juan back in the game. Riga, though, were at their brilliant best and could not miss as they powered towards victory at the halfway mark. These proud Puerto Ricans weren't just gonna roll over though, and a Matias stuff provided a nice spark. Riga suddenly were tighter than bike shorts, and they missed opportunities to close it out. Pelacoco went nuts at the rim, but San Juan needed 2s, not 1s. It wouldn't matter as Riga steadied to seal the deal well in the 5th fastest game of the season.
Mieza says, shh, hush. Riga do it again. They go back-to-back like a Drake track.
Peaking at the perfect time, Riga are red hot ahead of the World Tour final and fit and firing on all cylinders.
It's very nice feeling that we got second Masters in a row, so we have to keep it in to Jeddah as well.
After finishing with 38 points to be the joint top scorer with his partner in crime, Miezes, Carlos Lasmanis made it consecutive MVPs. Batman has never looked better, y'all. Going home $40,000 richer, Riga finished the regular season on top of the tree and head to Jeddah as the team to beat. Tyler Currie is the latest social media sensation, and with good reason. He's so creative with his low rim dunks. The bouncy 5'11" star might get 100K followers on IG before this video is even up. The online success has come quickly, but he's been performing sick, ridiculous dunks for a long time.
I've been low rim dunking since I was 10 years old. My dad used to get mad, tell me to raise the court up, because he always had it on the low rim. But once I became like an actual dunker, low rim was just like something fun to do. I could do super crazy dunks that nobody could do in 10 feet. You're really just getting like the fundamentals down, you get your hand speed down, and you really get like a rhythm, and then you slowly just raise it up a couple inches every time and just go higher and higher.
He's achieved global fame since going viral on social media. So much so that being a content creator has now become a full-time job.
Well, I made a viral challenge called the Drive-By Dunk Challenge. So you drive your car, you get out, you go dunk on somebody random's court, and you get back in your car and drive off. And that kind of blew me up, and they seen I was doing crazy dunks. I got hit up by like all the dunk pages and just ended up collabing with people, and sometimes I'm doing funny stuff, jumping in a pool. I'm in my room doing stuff. So it's not always just dunks, but just content.
When Scottie Pippen hated on my dunk on TV. So I did it on 10 feet.
And that's the platform I grew on, and now I'm full-time social media. So I just quit my job recently too, just to do this full-time, so it's been a blessing.
And who is his favorite dunker?
Well, of course, I think I'm my favorite dunker, because I think I bring creativity and like style in the area nobody else has. But other than me, I would say Chris Staples. He's kind of been like a mentor. He's been helping me along the way, like telling me things I should and shouldn't do, and he's very consistent.
The athletic marvel will surely be a regular of dunk contests in the future. Where he's gonna unleash some dunks, you're gonna have to see to believe.
I think every contest is different. You know, some people, they could do the dunks you do, so you might want to do them first before somebody. But I think I have a few dunks that nobody could do, so I kind of always have like 3 or 4 just to keep. And then you keep some backups just in case somebody steals them, or if you go to overtime or whatever it is. I don't do anything for my vertical. It's just natural. I don't know how, but it's here.
First off at number 5, blink and you might miss it. Trey Landsman comes out of nowhere like an epiphany for the putback smash.
Trey Bardsley sticks the landing.
In at number 4, no wonder Carlos Lasmanis, aka Batman, excels in money time when the man behind the mask is a billionaire, Bruce Wayne.
Unbelievable! The Cape Crusader with an unbelievable finish with the foul. Batman. Da-da-da-da-da-da.
Third up, Stefan Stojacic, aka Mr. Robot, might need a diagnostic check on his knees thanks to Jesse Bourne's filthy crossover.
Stojacic just got crossed to a different region. He's over in Guatemala. That was filthy. Come on, man.
At number 2, Carlos Zesadi's behind the back dime is so smooth, it deserved a better finish. Taking out the top spot, it's welcome back to the World Tour to Luis Pela Coco Hernandez. It's been 7 years since that song dropped, and I'm still out here saying, I'm in love with the Coco. Another break is needed to recharge before the World Tour's biggest prize, the Jeddah Final on December 17th and 18th. Top 12 teams on the standings: Riga, Ub, Lehman, Amsterdam Town and Pro, Antwerp, San Juan PCI Group, Jeddah, Shake Gubale, Gargerin, Princeton, Graz, and Lausanne Sport will fight it out for $60,000 and the honor of being named World Tour 2021 champs. Trust me, this is gonna be lit. Remember, you can always follow #3x3WT on FIBA 3x3 social media channels on YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, and Twitch. See y'all in Jeddah.